He's up. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. We about to get it on. It's cracking out here. Thank y'all for rocking and rolling with your boy. No matter what comes our way, we keep playing the play, as they say. Oh, love to you guys, man. We got a great show today. Let me not BS with you. Stephen A. Smith is going to warn the WNBA of its dark future because a lot of people don't like you. That's a quote. We're going to get into that. We got some Mendoza. Split decision on Mendoza, not how he plays, but what people think his potential is. So some GMs love him, some GMs hate him. Love him or hate him, I'm going to stop. Draymond talks to Kawhi situation, Clippers, and what the punishment needs to be. Damn, we're going there, huh? Active players, talking about active players and how they need to get in trouble potentially. Fever coach Stephanie White, we're going to break down her press conference to see what kind of coach she is, her level of professionalism. Wrong with her. Virtual signaling at its finest, they say. Virtual signaling. Westbrook retires. We're going to dive into his legacy, give him some love. That's the homie Brody. Shout out to him. Nightcap, talking about Jayden Daniels. We got to get into that. Speak went there. Everybody's kind of like torn on the Jayden Daniels thing. We're going to have to go a little deeper on it. Emmanuel Acho gets his beef rehashed with Van Lathan, and Van Lathan breaks that down. That's interesting right there. We're going to talk to Flau'jae Johnson. Flau'jae. I got to tell you that story later. WNBA, we're going to talk about can any of them beat any of the NBA players. She answers it, and she keeps it 1 thou wow. Let's see that. And Auntie behavior. For those who follow me on Instagram, know that I put a story up about these aunties, which is really boys who are being feminized, and just watching that, how that's happening culturally, how that's happening socially. I can't lie to you guys. Not a day that goes by I don't run into some young man that just doesn't act like the young men used to, which doesn't always mean anything bad. So we're going to dive into that. Stick around for the show. That's what we do on this show. Love to all you guys out there, man. Let me see these fans. Let me see who the real fans are, who the real members are. I see Dan Fan in the house. Stomp is here, and Stomp is paying money. You know, Stomp is back with the super chats. He's early. He's back in it. I think Stomp is a reverend. I think he's in the church. And he was like, thou shalt not support thee when he is on TV doing DV. I think that's what Stomp was thinking. Well, that ain't me. Innocent boy. We got Stomp in the building. Mike 100. I see you, baby. Who else up in here? Drew Mac G. I'm trying to give y'all some love, man, before we even get started. That's what we doing. I see y'all talking, y'all talk. Y'all be talking about everything, too. Sin here is in the building. I'm like, what the hell y'all talking about? Devin Overton, all you. When you a member, you down with the squad, baby. I'm banging with the red today. We're going to bang with the blue. True. Get it in. All right. Enough of this talk, Wiley. God dang, some people come here for just to hear the topics, fool. All right, Stephen A. Smith, you're going to go up first. Stephen A. Smith talking about WNBA. And look, to be real about it, I've never seen so much, how do I say it? I've never seen so much, so many self-inflicted wounds. That's what I got to say. They really be going at each other, and they be really doing it to themselves. So let's just go dance around all of this. Stephen A. Smith, you go up first. Got a lot to say about this topic. Who doesn't? And I hate when they be like, you don't even care about the WNBA. Why are you talking about it? I talk whatever I'm talking about, I care about, fool. Let me try to tell me I don't care. You just maggot on and go to games. I ain't got to go to no games to care. I ain't went to no MLS game. I still be talking about them soccer dudes. Actually, I have been in MLS. But you should go to one, too, especially you in LA. LAFC is sick. Great sections. Great stuff. Let's go.
We will go high. Love, grace, humility will win. And then you tell everybody to go to hell. You think that's going to work for you, Coach White?
Uh-oh.
Think that's going to work for you? The reality of the situation is none of that stuff will win if it's left up to you, Stephanie White. Because you're not handling it right.
That right.
You playing right into their hands. Right into their hands. Because you're not embracing the reality of the tense situation that the WNBA, and especially you as the coach of the Indiana Fever, is involved in. There are folks in Indiana at a home game booing you. You ain't the road team. You the home team. You the home coach. And they booing you.
No. That ain't good. Let's just say that, right? Now, like, the litmus test isn't always cheers and boos. You can't do that because fans abandon pretty fast, not as fast, but cheerleaders, fans, outsiders, they will abandon, and then all of a sudden they come right back as long as you start winning. So you can't get into that. At the same time, it is a barometer to a degree that people who are connected to the organization but distant from the organization, i.e. a owner, i.e. some executives who just check in and see how we're doing, and that is including the media's response to our team, that is including our fan response to our team, that is including our customer service response and what they're hearing. That includes ticket sales, that includes marketing, that includes branding, that includes sponsorships. When we start adding all this up and we start seeing some negatives including, boo, it's on you, mama.
And Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark can speak up for you all they want to, as they did, and as they should have. But that's not going to be enough. How are you the head coach on the sideline during the play, covering the game, or coaching the game, and you didn't see the play? I'm just asking. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm like, what do you mean you didn't see the play? What, you not watching? We saw it.
Don't do that, Stephen A. Don't do that. Don't do that, Stephen A. What was that game he was playing, solitaire? Perfect timing for a solitaire joke. He got the bacon neck on too, but he got the crispy Gucci. So how y'all feel? He got the bracelet too. He killing him. I love the Gucci. I don't like the collar, the bacon neck. I don't know what's going on with it, man. Might went to Canal Street. He might have been in Spain. I've been in Spain before and bought some fake Gucci. I know I have. Got bacon neck.
Coaching the game. Up and down the court. It's your job to coach the game, watch the game. How did you not see the play?
She's playing solitaire. Leave her alone. All right, so here's the thing. We're going to just play these 3 clips. We got another one, and then I'm going to hear from Stephanie White herself. Let Miss White talk. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, let Miss White go last. Here's the thing. When it rains, it pours, baby. Let's just hear it. Linda Cohn, she hit the road fast, hit the ground running. She got her new show out. She like, forget y'all, ESPN. Shoot.
I don't oppose the hard foul, but I also don't think that she intentionally went for the net.
I listened to that whole post-game news conference by Stephanie White. There was no mention of Sophie Cunningham or any support for her own player. And remember last week when I told you about it on the show, when Sophie was elbowed in the face in another game and the officials gave Sophie Cunningham the foul and Stephanie White looked like a spectator because she didn't get up out of her seat to argue that call even after a video review let the call stand? That's Sophie's coach. She never supports Sophie Cunningham, ever. And then, of course, a lot of you guys who watch the show remind me, she did the same thing. Here she was praising the kind of player Dejounte Carrington is. She did the same thing with Alyssa Thomas. And
remember that? Everybody was on her head then, but not as loud as they are now because now you got a little bit of a history or you at least got something else to point at and precedent. You're like, yo, what's going on? Just like I'm asking myself what's going on right now. Linda Cohn. Linda Cohn, what you look at? What's she looking at up there? And I'm right here, girl. But keep going. She's dropping jewels.
Caitlin Clark was on her back, and Thomas had her arm to her throat. And there was support for Alyssa Thomas, and not a lot of concern for Caitlin Clark in that situation by Stephanie White. This coach, listen, I know of her history. I know what a great player she used to be. I know what a great coach at times she is. But it's not working with the Indiana Fever. The reason why she's not fired already is because either the ownership or the team executives don't care or are not even watching the games, which I don't think that's the case. But Indiana Fever, they're doing well.
I got to stop doing this show. This show it's the gift that keeps on giving. I don't give a damn who you are. And you know how much I got to like Linda Cohn. She was the OG up there when I was at ESPN. I love it. She just said, though, we can't let that slide, homie. Hey, homie, we can't let that slide. For real, dead homies. She just said The only reason she hasn't been fired is because either A, the executives aren't watching the games, and then she was like, nah, you know they are. Or B, it's because they're doing well. Anybody? Well, yeah, I should keep my job. We're doing good. Like, look, this is what I'm saying. Don't ever try to predict where I'm going to take these stories because I'm just going to follow what I feel is the real. Wherever the real takes me. She's doing a good job. I can see where she suffers. Stephanie White suffers in talking about how she feels, and she's going to suffer because she's a former player, and a lot of times they have a hard time transitioning with authority. They just feel displaced. So sometimes they're going to overreact, and sometimes they're going to underreact because they just don't feel comfortable. You know how it is when you don't feel comfortable. You do too much or you don't do enough. You never do what you're supposed to do. You never do it just right. You do too much. You do not enough. Y'all forgetting that because it's not about you right now. I ain't going to ever forget that because I've been there, done that. But we're going to let Stephanie White talk too. Keep getting her, Linda, down here, though.
They're championship contenders in the WNBA this year. But they are not because of Stephanie White. They are because of Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. That combo, that tandem makes Indiana Fever games worth watching. Always worth watching. So Stephanie White, count your blessings for at least two of the players you're coaching because they, I feel, my opinion, they have kept you in your coaching seat, at least for the end of this year.
Wow. Blah, blah, blah. Trying to expose Stephanie White, and you get exposed. Linda Cohn, you cannot talk to any coach. I don't care if he Pop Warner, AAU. I don't give a damn what he doing, rec league. And you go up to him and say, you better be thankful you got those players because if not, you be fired. He'd be like, yeah, you going to tell me that also that water is wet? Like, duh, dummy. Like, who? Have you ever coached? That sounds like a take that you never coached. I've coached. Let me give you the best example I got in my coaching career so far. When I play football and coaching football and my son's on my team, our win percentage is like 97, 98%. And I'm not taking any of that credit, even though I do put them in great positions. But they got to execute. And I give you the example. When my son's not playing, our win percentage is like 57. Like we may win, probably win, but not really. He's that good. It's okay. It's flag football and they're 10. But when he's there, he probably have lost 3 games in 5 years. Something like that crazy. When he ain't playing, that boy be getting hurt sometimes. When he ain't playing, I don't know, we won 5 games. That's the point. It's not about the jockey, it's about the horses. Ask Nick Saban. Nick Saban to break it down, like, y'all think it's about me? Y'all crazy. Look, we put you in position. You got to play your position, though. So I don't want to come down on Stephanie White so hard that we're going to start forgetting the rules of engagement. The rules of engagement are, it ain't about the coach. Not in first priority if he ain't got the player. That's why that Brady Belichick is so fascinating because the reason why that's fascinating is not because we forgot the rule that it's about the player more than the coach. Jimmy Johnson and the Cowboys. Then all of a sudden you see what happens. We get rid of them prematurely. What happens there? Barry Switzer comes in and still wins. The players were still there. Okay? Belichick is the only guy, not even Jimmy Johnson. Belichick is the only guy that made us question the rule. He made us say, I know it's supposed to be Brady, and them boys, McGinnis and all them, but damn. Belichick is a dude, and Belichick was a dude before Brady got there, but as a coordinator. That's why it's such a fascinating conversation. Back on this one, though, you got to put some respect on Stephanie White because she is coaching them, and they are playing well. Now, everybody want to talk about Stephanie White? How about Stephanie White talk about Stephanie White? Let's see what she really did to get all this attention, girl. What did Stephanie White do? Because obviously it wasn't enough. People are going at her head. Let's see. Oh, Miss White, Snow White, let's go. I want to hear what you got to say. Everybody been telling me about how you've been acting. I want to see it. Oh, watch that arrow, though, at the bottom right. There's an arrow there. She must be doing something.
One of the things I pride myself on is my relationships with players.
Okay, now I ain't even need 5 seconds. That's the problem. No, let me not say it's a problem. If you choose that road where your relationship with the players is that high in priority, you're going to run into these problems. That's what happens. If you caring about how we get down, then you're going to get down with come at players' heads. They're going to come at a coach's head. That's why some coaches, they're distant from their players. They're like, look, they got to respect my authority. What do they say? They say you always got to show somebody enough crazy so that they actually respect you. That's one of the issues I have in life. I'm not going to show you no crazy because I ain't got no crazy for you. I got love for you or I got apathy for you. But the problem is when people feel apathy, they get more upset than they do if you hate them. Because if you hate somebody, they know you still care. Y'all ever see that? Somebody hating on you, they care. They engaging with you. All my haters, all the people online that don't like me, the same names, the people I see often, like a Quincy Avery. I like giving people props. I don't give a damn. He's a great hater. But, you know, when you talk about them people, like, I see his stuff, but I just got whatever. We gonna shoot the jokes at each other. We're going to play the dozens. But when you see a great hater, you still know they care. Me, my problem is I don't care. And I don't know if that's healthy or not. But when we ain't loving each other, it's over. With an A, over. So, Stephanie, you can't be doing this with these players. I don't know if they're respecting you like this. Let's go.
For those who have anything to say about the play in the last game, I didn't see the play in real time. I went straight to a press conference.
First of all, let me stop. Yeah, I'm going to say it. You know, it's on my head. She lost weight between that game and there. Look, y'all stressing her out. One, that's you, ma'am. Ma'am, that's you. Ma'am, Exhibit A. Exhibit A, the A stands for ass. That's your ass. That is you with that gray suit on. Shoot. And this is you in the red. Man. See, this is why we ain't there yet with women's sports, because the jokes that I got in my head right now, they fly when we talk about men's sports. We talk about women's sports, and then I'm over here, you know, I got my foot on the brake. But I'm going to take it off the brake, too. Look like this one ate that one. I joke on myself too, Stephanie. Stop it. You know I'm big. You look big down there. You don't look big right here. Whatever.
I thought the play got called right. Thankfully, Sophie's okay. Was it egregious? Absolutely. When you have a chance to watch that over and over and over on replay, you can see that.
I don't like calling people liars. I don't. I might have to do that in about a month when I go to court, though. But other than that, I don't like calling people liars because, you know, I'm like, they believe their version and somehow, some way in their head is somewhere real. I don't like to be that guy. I ain't God. But at the same time, you ain't telling the truth. Hey, ma'am, if you look at, what are you looking at if you're not looking at this? Now, you may be misspeaking, and I've been there before, too, when I've said, I've been looking at something. I'm looking in that direction, but I'm not paying attention. Like you in your own head. This happened to me last night. I was at a red light. I was just looking at these people on the corner. That light turned green. I'm still looking at the corner. Sometimes you just looking, but you ain't paying no attention. Maybe Coach don't want to tell people she ain't paying no attention.
I didn't have that in real time.
You do have it in real time. Stop lying. Right there.
I take personally any suggestions that I don't 100% always have my players back. I ride with them 10 toes down all the time.
I caught it right there. All the time. This is where we get to some of our implicit biases. Because she's fitting a stereotype right now. Like she's leading with the emotion, which is fine because a lot of male coaches lead with their emotions. But it seems like her emotions are deeper and they're leading because she's like disturbed. Like, I'm mad that y'all even come at me. Like, I'm going to make y'all respect me. No, you're not. No, you're not. I respect what I want to respect. And sometimes I don't even respect greatness. Some people don't respect greatness. You don't believe me? Ask somebody they top 5 list and something you care about. You'll be surprised how many times they don't respect what you think is great. And it's not even a diss. They just like, I don't like that. I don't like him. I remember when I first played my daughter Run DMC. She was like, what is this? I said, it's Run DMC. She was like, oh. I was like, you don't think this is good? This is great? She say, Dad, I don't want to disrespect you. I don't want to yuck your yum, but hell no. And I was like, oh, well, I hear you, but it's great to me. My point is this, Stephanie. You're not going to make people always like you, love you, or respect you, but just be you. And that's you at the bottom watching this damn play. Stop lying to me, girl.
All the time. They know that. It's a shame that we can't have an opportunity to talk about what great basketball they're playing. Because
who fault is that? This is what who fault is that? That's your fault. That right now you got the podium. You got the mic. They asking you questions and you act like you ain't got no power. Boy, media training one-on-one, they tell you can answer any question the way you want to. Now, they can change the question. You can answer it anyway. You can ask me right now what I'm doing. I can tell you what I'm thinking. You're like, you ain't doing that. I'm like, oh, I can tell you what I want for Christmas. It's on you. I give you something. It's up to you to do what you want to do with it. So you're in a position of authority and power with these players, and you don't know that, or you're not acting on that. I don't like that. Now you look ill qualified, and I know you are. You gotta get better at this podium, man. Talking about why we not talking about the game? Because you ain't. They gonna ask you everything. What if they got up there and asked you about your outfit? This is how I know you got the power. They could go up there and say, man, you look good in that red jacket, man. Look way better than that gray. That gray ain't doing nothing for you. Okay, since we're there, where'd you get that? How your outfit? And I guarantee you, she would say, "Thank you for the compliment, but we're not up here to talk about my wardrobe. Let's talk about what Caitlin did today. She went. You go where you want to go. Why you ain't going there?
because they are f***ing playing. The reality is, with me, I will always lead with love. I will always lead with grace. I will always lead with humility. And I will always lead with integrity. Doesn't mean I'll always get it right.
There you go.
I'm also human. The hate, the fear-mongering, the divisiveness, the stuff that's trying to hijack our league will not win.
Oh, no. Hey, ma'am, this is the wrong time for me to be watching somebody with some script. Look at that note. Look at those notes she got down there, that little piece of paper. This is the wrong time to come at Marcellus Wiley. Yeah, talking about him with a script. This ain't the time, ma'am. I'm watching somebody in real life come out with a script, and you got one too. And then you're going to on time start pounding the table. You don't get out of here with your fake emotions. Ma'am, I'm sorry to say it. You're going to make me call you a liar, but I'm not. I'm just looking at you right now. Watch your eyes. First of all, you reading this. It can still be heartfelt because when you wrote it, it's from the heart. But when you're reading this, please don't take the cues from the paper to us. That is an inanimate object. We are real people. We're watching you. We're like, this is rehearsed, calculated, contrived. Is it real? Come on, ma'am. Watch her eyes and watch how she get down. Watch how she try to fake that passion and emotion, like my man Master Proplex just said. Look at her try to do this. That's what's happening in the real world. I'm dealing with it right now. I don't know how. You ain't gonna pin me. You ain't gonna pin that tail on this donkey. But I'm telling you, I'm dealing with it right now. It's a script. And I'm going to. No, you not. No, you not. You lying.
The stuff that's trying to hijack our league will not win.
Watch
Also
it again.
human.
Watch this. Look at.
The hate, the fear-mongering, the...
You don't know the word hate without looking at paper? Oh, you don't know when to say it. Oh, because it's not really what you feel. Woo. Woosah. I'm getting triggered up in here. You triggering me because I don't like falseness. Oh, I don't. What's our quote on our show? What did Andre say? What did 3K say? He said, 2 things I hate, liars and thieves. They make my blood boil. Boa constricted around my soul that they coil. 2 things I hate, the liars and thieves. They make my blood boil. Boa constricted around the soul that they coil.
The hate, the fear-mongering, the divisiveness, the stuff that's trying to hijack our league will not win.
If you don't get your Nancy Reagan sounded, say no to drugs. Okay, all right, I will if you stop flooding the streets with them and then have my homeboys selling them the other half and trying to take them, and I'm just sitting over here with no halves left. No drugs. I hate, woo, we need better leaders. I got to step up. I got to do more, dog. So, hey, we got to start a GoFundMe so I could go be a leader somewhere. I got to be the president of something. This is some, people don't call nothing out. People are stupid. People are weird. Like, what is she? How'd she get in position of power to do this? She, first of all, getting up here knowing she see this, but I don't understand her plot. I don't understand the plan. Why are you not just addressing this and calling this what it is? Call a spade a spade. Balls, balls, strikes, strikes. Ooh, look at her fist. You getting this mad and you lying? What happens when you really feel it? This is the worst. I got to go back one more time, man. I can't believe this is an acting class. I'm gonna call Brad Pitt up or something. Say Jamie Foxx. I'm gonna say, hey Jamie, you need to go to her. This she got it good.
It won't win. We are united. We are connected.
Oh, I gotta go back.
That's trying.
Pause. The pregnant pause. Oh, she is on cue. The pregnant pause. Ma'am. I couldn't be a police officer. I couldn't be a judge. I couldn't be a lawyer, nothing. I'm like, time out. Are you serious? Object. Course adjourned. You BS.
It won't win.
It won't?
We are united. We are connected. We will not be divided. Every day these women put their on the line.
I remember I had a coach that told us, but I took it to heart. He said, hey, y'all better chill with all these war analogies, all these war examples. We was talking about football. You know, football's a battle. You know, football in the trenches, them bullets alive. He was a vet. Now, I remember he said that. He was like, he said, I hear you. I get it. I'm not that mad, but just chill. All these war examples. Because y'all ain't really doing no war. These bullets ain't live. You're like, all right. Chill, ma'am. Miss Stephanie White, chill on how your players are always putting their butts on the line, on the front line. We playing pro sports. We're adults playing a kid's game. Chill. We have the best schedule ever. We have the best workplace ever. We have a locker room where we don't have to like each other, but we're going to get it in, love each other, and go out there and chase and share a common goal. It's the best place in the world. Disneyland is a far second, distant second. Come on. On top of that, we get to play a sport. We have PE all day in school. And we're adults. And, oh my God, no, we don't get credits. We actually get currency. Hundreds of thousands for y'all, millions for some, millions over here. And you're going to be over here talking about, we always been up better in the land. Now I see why they label this virtual signaling. You're doing too much. As they say where I'm from, too much syrup on them pancakes, lady.
Every day. When they go low, we go high. Love will win. Grace will win. Humility will win. And kindness will win.
In the middle of the words, you couldn't say kindness? I'm a fan of you. Trust me, Stephanie. Love them or hate them, the why don't stop. You are someone I want to now watch as a case study because the level of authenticity here I've never seen because it's not visible. It's not existing. In the middle of the word kindness, you look down and say, did I say kindness? Let's go.
And kindness will win. I stand by them. I will always stand by them. Everybody else can go to hell.
Okay, everybody, come on. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Come on. I don't want to hear it. Come on. She told us where to go. We're going to hell. Come on. Hey, is it that way, homie? We got to go down Slauson? Okay. You know I don't cross the 10. If I cross the 10, cross the 110, your ass, don't cross the 110. This is, might be hell for real. I used to live over there. My grandma used to stay over there. Cats scared of the east side. East side, a whole different animal. You're always hearing west side till we die, right? Yeah, that's Pac was smart. Pac was smart. He was like, west side till we die. You go to the east side, you don't hear that. All you hear is doc, 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 doc. Woo. Anyway, I don't have any more to say. I'm dumbfounded. I'm thrown off. I didn't expect all those jewels. I should have had that press conference live streamed. That was unreal. Talking about making your problems bigger. And they don't really have problems. They're playing well. It's just, coach, you know, expectations are when your player gets clotheslined and bleeds from the face or something, you might want to say something. And if you don't say something then, what you going to say? Now you're going to have the players coming out like they did, Sophie Cunningham. We're such a tight-knit group. You know when you say that? When you ain't a tight-knit group. And you're getting questioned how tight y'all are. Boy, you talking about, that was special. I have not seen, that might have been my favorite clip I've ever seen. That might be up there. I don't think we got no more show. I mean, nothing is even close to that in comparison. Let me stop. We're going to keep doing this show. All right. Oh, my God. Let's switch gears. Let's get out of this. As I say, they don't really have a problem. They're making their own problems because right now they're trying to figure out where they want to go and find themselves. That's welcome to the WNBA. It's a pure mess. But yesterday I was at Sierra Canyon High School. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Scrumbuses, Scrumby, Jim and Dina. Love that school. Love them. Love all things. It's a monster school too, and that's where we want our kids to go. So hopefully they can continue holding up the torch of the legacy. But I was there yesterday watching all the little homies. Shout out to Devin. She goes there, plays volleyball. Little Dennis Northcutt. So you know Dino, my dog, that's his daughter. She bigger than him already. I have a daughter bigger than you, and she ain't even in high school yet, I think. It's crazy. But they got stars, studs, beasts, animals, monsters, mammals everywhere. Women and men. And you're looking at all this decor of accolade, of achievement, of success. And you're like, man, you don't get that easy. That doesn't come easy. And once you get there, you have expectations. You walk into Sierra Canyon, you literally be thinking, oh, we good. Like, I don't even play there. My son don't even go there. Nobody goes there, my kids. And you walk in there, you be like, we good. You be like, what? How you feel good? And that's what we're talking about. You're resonating with your players. They're communicating with you non-verbally to see, are we good? You got our back. You paying attention. What you're watching, what you're looking at, you're paying attention to. You got to step up, man. And you got to get better at that podium. Put that little cue card you had, throw it away. Come from the heart. Come from the mind. Even if you stutter, even if you talk and ramble, who cares? Authentic. People like miscues. People like scars. You know why? Because they know you've been through something. They know you are something. You ain't got to come up there and be perfect. Maybe I told you, you either do too much or you do too little, not enough. She's not comfortable in those positions right now. Hurry up before they get you up out of there. And it ain't going to be because of your record. It's not going to be because of your coaching ability. It's going to be because of your communication. It's going to be because you ain't letting it come from here. Getting sick and tired of these people out here. Everybody fronting so they could get to their Friday, get their check, and then front again. Funk that. You ain't raising nobody that way. You ain't helping nobody that way. Your players are not getting the most out of themselves. Buckle up. Got me pissed. I'm a coach. I don't give a damn what level I coach. You don't want to go coach. Not with me. I'm the best coach ever. As long as MJ's playing. Boy, these jokes be writing themselves, boy. You thought I was the best coach ever, lady. See, y'all in your feelings. You don't know, I could catch you slipping. All right, here we go. Let's go to Mendoza. Let's hear what Colin got to say as I give some love to these top fans. Where y'all at? Stomp is number one. That's what it's supposed to be. He's Sierra Canyon, baby. That's Stomp. Dan Fan number 2. I love it. Master Proplex 3. Trap Music 4. Juggernaut. Who is that new booty? I see you, Juggernaut. Where you come from? He like, man, I just got paid. Friday night. All right, let's get Colin some love. He went there on Mendoza. Y'all watch Mendoza play yesterday? I saw he throw a touchdown. I saw him go out there, be a rookie, first play from scrimmage, first play in the NFL is a handoff. They always do that. They be like, hey, we want to bring you in slowly and, we don't want to throw you into the fire. Man, I'm 20, whatever years old, got paid more than you. Shut up. Give me the ball so I can throw it. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Fernando Mendoza, 6-0 at Indiana, 16-0 at Indiana. Debuts tonight, probably plays against Carson Beck for Arizona. So it'll be a national championship game rematch in pro football. But the way these guys get paid, that's kind of semi-pro in college now. NFL execs, the ones I talk to, are very split on Fernando Mendoza. I am absolutely not.
Okay, now, this is just to highlight what it is. Split on the executives you talk to could be you talk to 2. One said, I love him. One said, I don't know about him. It could be you talk to 32 and you got 16 and 16, just to keep context.
Here are 3 really important traits where he's A+. Humility, intelligence, and work ethic. That takes a B to a B+ prospect, in my opinion, to an A prospect. Smart, work ethic, no ego, good kid. If you look, let's talk about a couple of guys that have busted. Ego becomes a problem. Johnny Manziel, Will Levis. I thought Zach Wilson, kind of cocky. Okay. Anthony Richardson didn't have enough college starts, just too raw. Justin Fields, he's just not good in the pocket. Trey Lance, really bad mechanically. And then Kenny Pickett, wildly overdrafted, bad draft class at quarterback, and the Steelers needed somebody.
Okay, he gave you examples, but his traits were, let's not forget the attributes: humility, work ethic, intelligent, right? And I will add, or maybe sum all that up, is the workers. Like people who work, people who really want to work and they put in that work. And yeah, they show it in humble ways. They show it through their work ethic, and you can see their smarts, but not always intelligence. It's not a football intelligence, but not always book smart, not always the deepest guy. No, but I know what to do. So that is a form of intelligence. But those guys, don't ever bet against them. I mean, everybody I've seen, I would rather bet on the qualities he's talking about and what I just said than the guy that you told me that was bigger, faster, stronger than everybody. I can just almost guarantee you he won't be the best. Look at any GOAT, look at any great in any sport. Almost all of them except LeBron, who has probably proven the rule, nobody's the biggest, fastest, strongest. But every parent gets mesmerized. Every coach gets mesmerized when you see the biggest, fastest, strongest. Jerry Rice? Nope. Joe Montana? Nope. Tom Brady? Nope. Emmitt Smith? Nope. Barry Sanders? Nope. Michael Jordan? Nope. Close? Kinda. Hella athletic, but nope. What we got? Federer? No. Nadal? No. Messi? No. Djokovic? No. Serena? Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, Serena 1, LeBron 2.
So let's acknowledge now that he doesn't fit, Fernando Mendoza does not fit any of those categories. Ego, doesn't really have one. Maturity, IQ, off the charts. Pocket passer, actually, that's his strength. Mechanically, fantastic. Pushes the ball down the field. And he's not wildly overdrafted. Some may have him as a mid to a late first rounder, but people see his size, his intelligence, and his ability to move a little bit. He is a first round prospect. I think he's Matt Ryan, 30% Justin Herbert. Big, strong, smart, humble, nice arm. Got a little Andrew Luck. No dink and dunk. He pushes the ball down the field. This is not, it's interesting that Kirk Cousins is going to start probably week 1. And, Kirk can do stuff underneath. The other thing I love about Fernando Mendoza, and this is gigantic, is he played at Cal and got the you-know-what kicked out of him. So did Jared Goff. When you go to Cal, Aaron Rodgers too, you don't play with 5-star recruits. Academic power, the rugby program is better than the football program historically. Yeah. So you got to carry your offense. You don't have 5-star receivers.
Good point.
Why is it so many Cal guys end up in the NFL? Part of it is that. Jared Goff got tossed like a rag doll in college. He learned to be tough. Then this kid goes to Indiana. They had very good talent. They didn't have Ohio State talent. I don't think they had Miami talent. They had Fernando Mendoza, but he had to initiate the offense. J.J. McCarthy didn't have to at Michigan. He got beat up at Cal. Yeah, J.J. McCarthy did not get beat up.
Basically, he's saying you went through something, and that's the beautiful thing about it all. Like, if you go through something, you're going to be all right when something else shows up that you got to go through.
At Michigan. So I think he's totally prepared. You don't have the ego, which gets guys in trouble. He is good in the pocket, humble, smart, work ethic. I think there's a little Justin Herbert. Big, humble, strong, smart. I think there's some Matt Ryan where he's better in the pocket than running around, but I think he's more athletic than people give him credit for. I think CJ.
That's hold on. Do not judge this car by the paint job. That dude athletic. I don't know what y'all talking about. I've seen him run. He go. I don't even know. I mean, I know why we still do that. It's so stupid now. Like that got to change. Like, oh, he white. He ain't fast. Like, are you kidding me? Have you been to a track meet? First of all. Second of all, he just fast. Like speed ain't got no color. It used to. It felt like it used to. It don't now. Just like speed. Like, you know what else doesn't have a color? Dancing. White girls dance better than black girls now. Damn near. I'll be going to them. Like, I go to these tournaments for basketball, and they be always having something else there, a volleyball tournament, dance competition. I look, it ain't nothing but white girls. Guess what they be doing? Getting it. Now, it's a different get. It's a little bit more of a trained get, like a little bit more. The elbow is, right there, perpendicular instead of acute. But, man, bodies, I don't know what BBLs do. Get that out the conversation. But regular bodies, remember it used to be a day where you're like, oh, white people are skinnier than black people. Now, they still are skinnier because, boy, black don't crack, but it swells. Yeah. Yeah. But white girls got bodies too. White women, like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. It's cultural. Culture has so much power and people don't give it credit. That's why I love sociology. It's like, I don't want to hear about all that DNA stuff. It's a part of it. But you can shape it. You can make it. You can do it.
Stroud, Justin Herbert, and Fernando Mendoza don't run a ton, but when later in the season they need to win big games and the coaches unleash them, they are clearly capable of stepping on it and picking up yards. I think the only thing that worries me is the Raiders. That's it. I'm not worried about the kid. I worry about the Raiders. If it goes sideways, and it won't be as bad as Darnold and the Jets, but if it goes sideways, it will be a combination of they got impatient, they couldn't protect him, they ran through coaches. That worries me. Now, some people are saying, he went out of the shotgun in college. Now he's got to figure out how to be under center. Yeah, I mean, nobody comes in a polished product. Even Peyton Manning had stuff to work on.
Yeah, and I was there the first year he had to work on it. Oh, boy. Oh, Peyton. Remember them days. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Peyton, when he first got in the league, I tell you all this story, man. I couldn't believe it. We get our damn weekly game plan, and, it's got the analysis of the team. It starts with the team. It's so corny. Historically, this team. I don't give a damn what they did in 1968. Like, what that got to do with me? You reading it, you're like, okay, Indianapolis Colts, 1968, stadium, Lucas Oil Stadium. And you're like, who cares? you're like, where the meat and potatoes? So you go through all that, then they go through, historical record and accolades. They ever won a Super Bowl and stuff. Johnny Unitas tributes. You're reading it, you're like, all right, page 38. You're like, there we go. Game plan. All right, let's go past that. Here we go. Player breakdown. You just drafted Peyton Manning. That's the sheriff we hear, right? That's the dude from Tennessee, right? Let me see. And it's like, good. Then you flip the page, and I was shocked. I was like, he's the #1 player overall, and he got this many bad. I was like, this ain't real. Then you play, you're like, everybody got their good, everybody got their bad. We beat them, of course. I don't know if we beat them both times that rookie year. I think we did. But the funniest thing is, I remember Wade Phillips came in that locker room. He said, guys, good game. You know, we had the #1 defense his rookie year. So good luck against us. Guys, good game. You know, really look prepared out there and executed well. And, you know, everybody, you know, big hurrah, you know, good game. Oh, yeah, let me say this. That guy we just played, Peyton Manning, I'm glad we got him now because it's going to be hell getting him later. Oh, that made me cry because Coach was dead on. He was like, glad we got him now because it's going to be hell getting them later. They were 3-13 that year. Next year, 13-3. We were like, God dang. Peyton Manning was like, that shit, woo, that boy was good. God, Peyton Manning sick. Anyway, that and when our coach told, I'll tell you another time, Jared Allen, coach predicted how good Jared Allen was going to be. We were like, what? He a backup. He like 4th string, 5th string. He was like, I don't give a damn who he is, what he is. I'll tell you what he going to be. He said that years before Jared Allen went, whop. We was like, what? How you know? He said, because I coach. Oh, man, let's get into it. Beat up in the comments. Let's get into this Jayden Daniels story, man. Love for you guys who's here. Stomp, Dan the Fan, Master Proplex, Trap Music, Juggernaut. Ain't nothing changed. Shoot, I'm still talking. Y'all still chilling. Let's go. This is going to be fun right here. Jayden Daniels, this is a lot. Let's go to Nightcap first. Because they always have longer clips, so we can either go all the way, ride with them, or we could just dip out. Like, all right, y'all ain't talking about nothing no more. You know how the game go. But this Jayden Daniels thing's got people split. Because they like, yo, I don't know, dog. We got them, we got Speak, and we got First Take, all talking about this kind of in different flavors, different ways. Yeah, it's really interesting. If I can find it. Where is it? Y'all don't want to talk? Golly, look at all these things. All right, hold on. We got to go manually. I don't want to go out of, oh, there go the First Take one. God dang, Wiley, prepare. You know what? This is the thing I learned in DJing too. You could be over prepared, right? And I learned that in DJing because I was there when they transitioned DJing from vinyl to Serato. And when Serato hit, everybody did the same thing. We lost our mind. And when they're hit and you lose your mind, what you do is you overdo it. You bring too many songs. You got your whole computer now full of songs. You're like, what? Yeah, you got 2 million songs to play. You only got 2 hours to DJ. You only need 60 songs max. And I remember doing that. I remember struggling through that a lot. I was like, dog, I got too many songs in my head, too many songs at my disposal. It was cool when you only had to bring a crate. You brought a crate, you playing them songs. Hell no, I ain't doing nothing else. I gotta play these songs. Shoot, got me twisted. You over there playing the same songs. Oh, well, that's all I got. But you were lean, mean, and efficient because you knew what it was. Look at me. Now I got too many things. Look at all this stuff I'm looking through. I'm looking through all this stuff. I'm like, what the hell is all this? So being prepared. Y'all like, go out. You all right over there? What else going on? Here we go. I see you. I see you. Ooh, this Westbrook topic is going to be fascinating. Stick around for that, please. Stick around for that. Okay? We got to give Brody some love. We got to give Brody some love. Golly. Huh? All right, I'm about to get ghetto and just do it right here. Oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm about to be ghetto. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to do a DJ Academics. I got to find it. I got to find it again because that wasn't the one. There's 2 nightcaps. What's his name? Jayden Daniels. Good. Jayden Daniels. People saying his mama did this. That's messed up. Boy, I would hate my mama to be involved with stuff, and then next thing you know, all y'all talk about is, when things go wrong, look at your mama. You're like, what? What's wrong with my mama? What you say about my mama? Here we go. We in there. We in there like swimwear, baby. Let's go. Better show it to me. Show me. All right, this is how ghetto this is gonna be. Watch this. Watch how ghetto this is. I'm gonna go here. And then watch me do this. This is DJ Academics at the finest. Look at this. This is what he do. He be doing it faster, though. He got better internet. He got Starlink. Oh, look. Ghetto. GoDaddy. The hell? I don't know GoDaddy. Y'all like, what are we doing, Wiley? Watch this. Watch me pull it up. Bam. Watch me go here. Watch me now. Come on. I love it. The ring, yeah, the ring.
I think maybe how many
Let's go.
players have won the Heisman Trophy at LSU, if I'm not mistaken? Three players have won.
Billy Cannon, the Galloping Ghost.
Yes.
Joe Burrow,
Joe Burrow,
2019. And then Jayden Daniels.
Obviously, with those three, image, name, and likeness, it should be restored based on what he's done.
The great ghost.
Historically, for that entity in general, you would think, the number would be retired. But in a sense, I hope that everything gets resolved in a what's the word I'm looking for?
It's a lot of words you're looking for, Chad. What the hell are you saying? Here we go. If somebody, I don't know, this is my spirit, and I think it's certainly my default, and it may be to my own detriment. If you don't invite me to the party, your party, a party, trust me, the moment I find out I'm not invited, one, I am not interested in going, and two, I'm about to have my own party. It may be a party of one. It may be I'm just going to do something else. But the last thing I ever want to be is somewhere I am not wanted. And I don't want anything that is not given to me. Okay? If it takes you to give it and you don't give it, I don't want it. Now, I could say that easily because I ain't talking about NIL. I ain't talking about I won a Heisman. And I'm not talking about expectations that you owe me something. I'm talking about just my spirit. Because what if somebody says you owe me? Okay, what do they owe you? Is there a rule that says everyone who wins a Heisman gets their jersey retired here? I mean, I'm just being real. I understand where Jayden Daniels is coming from 1,000%. I also understand where LSU is coming from 1,000%. Hey, man, didn't y'all promise to this kid to get the number when you recruited him? Yeah. Why you do that? Because it was available. Why they ain't retire Jayden Daniels' number? I don't know. That ain't my job. I don't retire numbers. I just recruit kids. And then when I recruited this kid, I told him he could have it. Now, Jayden looking back, like y'all know how it goes, because I got my jersey retired at my high school. I'm in the Hall of Fame of my high school and college. Not Canton. It ain't happening in Canton. It ain't. Shut up. It ain't happening in the NFL. No, sir. But every other level under it, I've got my jersey retired. Damn, I ain't finished it. I feel like the Patriots that year, undefeated and lost the Super Bowl. How you going to get your I'm a Hall of Famer and jersey retired every level except, damn it. Shucks. Anyway, the real of it is, I got some of them jerseys that I retired. I think it was like, oh, he in the league and he balling. Let's retire his number, especially high school. I'm like, y'all ain't think about that when I was there. You know what I mean? Y'all wasn't, yeah. And all of a sudden, I'm the man over there. It's like, oh, yeah, he was the man here too, to connect it. But Jayden was the man there. I know you can hold your money back and say, I'm not going to support, but you want your money. You're like, don't be selling my jersey in the store. Don't be getting no money off no NIL. And then you ain't going to retire my number or that. So now you got another problem. How does this get out? There's a lot of problems we all have that we don't let out because it just sound weird. It sound funny. It sound like you tripping. It sound petty. But it's your position. You took it.
In a respectful manner, because I think at some point maybe they are going to retire it, but I'm not sure whether they would allow someone to wear that 5, huh? I'm not sure why they would allow someone to wear that 5. It makes no sense to me. And the person that is wearing it, I'm not sure what his name is, but now he has big shoes to fill, even one to follow in the footsteps of what Jayden Daniels has already done. For that,
he said he was promised that number, Ocho. He said if they told him if he comes there, they would give him that number.
So
that's interesting. High stakes. First of all, this LSU. Even though I know, they got 3 Heisman winners, you're not gonna retire all them numbers. Obviously, you're not gonna have a problem with retiring numbers. Even though you're gonna always have a lot of players wanting to come in, and what's the odds of those great players always wanting the numbers that are retired? The few that are. So it's like a high stakes poker conversation. This is a first world problem. You got somebody so good, you got to promise them a number. And this number just happens to be the Heisman Trophy winner, Jayden Daniels. And you actually like, all right, it ain't retired. Your check was, did they retire that? No. All right, it's yours. This is a high stake. This is a first class problem. And it won't come up much, and it probably won't come up ever again, but it's here now.
They use it as a ploy to get a player to come there.
Hold on. But didn't he play there last year, Uncle Ocho?
Yep.
He wore 3 though.
Yeah.
Yep. But he said he wanted that number. And a new coach came in, but you got to realize, hold on, Brian Kelly.
Yep.
He recruited him, got him from Arizona State. Brian Kelly gave him his word. And so when Lane Kiffin came in, he told Lane, they promised me this number. Lane like, okay, you can have a number.
But
yeah. All right. So since we got other people chiming on that, good for them. Good for that conversation getting us started. Married to a number is interesting because I'm not going to tell somebody else how to feel about their number. But I do know that the NFL will. You know what I mean? Like the NFL will easily be like, oh, you really cared about that number? Oh, well. I wore number 3 my whole life. Well, I wore a lot of numbers, but number 3 became my favorite in high school. I wore it in high school. College, number 5. You know I was balling if I'm playing DN at 5. I was out there eating. Hey. I get to the league, they like, I don't know what you thinking. You sure ain't wearing 5. So they were like, all right, I said 75 because at least had single-digit odd numbers. I love that except the number 9. I don't like the number 9 for some reason. But I like 1, 3, 5, and 7. So I said 75 because I couldn't be 57. I'm not a linebacker. Couldn't be 35. I ain't no running back no more. 75. That's how I got there. Couldn't be number 1. Crazy. But I'm not the one. These guys love their number. They love their number. But damn. And then the dude loves his number, but at the same time, they told him no last year. If you told me no last year, Lane Kiffin came in there like, whatever. I ain't tripping like that. Whatever makes you ball, if it makes you happy, go get it. Wear the damn number. Sometimes it's just that simple.
LSU University football is bigger than one player. And so you can be upset about it. If you are, that's your opinion, and you can rightfully be upset. That's how you feel. But it's never, ever, ever going to be about one player when you're talking to university like LSU, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Texas A&M. Those type of schools, USC, Oregon, is always bigger than one player.
Yep.
Ooh, T cooking today. Jayden Daniels made the biggest mistake not just an athlete can make, not just a college athlete can make, but any human being can make. And he got into an ego contest or a...
Acho stupid. He said he made the biggest mistake an athlete could make? Okay. All right, so you got that covered. He said a college athlete? I thought you already said athlete. We good. And then he said a human. Oh, why'd you start there?
He got into a contest of aura with somebody who had more aura than him. It's the biggest mistake you can make as an athlete or as a man. And the dilemma is Jayden Daniels is him, but you ran into the guy of all guys at LSU. 15-0. And just basic 15-0. Slaughtered teams. Slaughtered Oklahoma. Slaughtered Clemson. En route to winning a national championship and bringing LSU their first national championship in, I believe, over a decade or maybe even nearly 2. Joe Burrow had a customized jersey that he almost went out with on senior night right before switching it. Do y'all remember the aura of that LSU Tigers team? People are suggesting that is one of the greatest teams in the history of college football.
Yeah, that's real.
Jayden Daniels, you cannot get into a contest of aura with somebody like Joe Burrow, who's just got it in droves.
All right, we're going to get out of this because what are you talking about? Let me say this. You can get into a contest with somebody who got more aura than you, whatever the hell aura is. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess that's like a rap battle and you go against Jay-Z. Ooh, you better not go against Jay-Z. He got more money. He got more swag. He got more of that. Yeah, does he have more bars right now? I might eat his ass. You know what I mean? Pause. But the point is, I hear kids now say Himothy. You ever heard them say that? Oh, that's Himothy. You know what that is? That's Himothy. They don't say Timothy. They say that's Himothy. So he is I and I am him. You could be him, but he is it. He is Himothy. So I understand what Acho talking about. Like, careful. There's been moments when I knew I was Himothy. I was like, don't do that. You know, don't do that. You know what's going to happen. So in that respect, yeah, but I don't think that's the issue. Let's play this off one more time. Let's get one more. I think there's one more video that could shed some light on it, and then we're going to sum this up. Because I don't give a damn who you are. Everybody could get got. You know what I mean? If you don't believe that, you didn't watch the end of Scarface. I don't give a damn who you are. It's my house. That's my house. Yeah, okay. 90 people climb your wall. Yeah, I thought you were the man.
Yeah, it's a business type deal, right? You want to be able to capitalize off every gain from your name, image, and likeness. And if you're associated with LSU and won a Heisman Trophy, then that's included in that as well. I also think LSU, like if you know for a fact this guy.
Hey, Steve Smith Sr., first of all, the realest they ever wrote. Shout out to the homie, West LA's finest. Look at that. Is he in the Hall of Fame yet? Did they do that yet? Is he eligible? He better get in. He was insane. Look.
I also think LSU, like if you know for a fact this guy meant so much to your program and your organization, why give out number 5? Like, I don't understand why would you do that? Because I also feel like everyone who has won a Heisman Trophy, in which there's only been 91 Heisman Trophy winners, only one 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. That was Archie Griffin at Ohio State. You deserve to have your number retired. I think also, I don't think anyone should be rocking that number, or nor should an equipment manager be giving that number out, basing it off what you were able to do on the football field alone and what you meant to that program. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. All right, I'm done. We're going to sum this up. See, I see the issue here. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. He said the key word, he said deserved, expectations, right? It sounds to me that the time that has elapsed between Jayden Daniels taking his last snap at LSU, what was that in? The chili cheese Fritos bowl or something they was in? What were they in? That like the something. One of them off-brand bowls, one of them 6'5", what Biggie say, one of them 6'5" ninjas. That ain't LSU level. It was like a Columbia Bowl game. Like I would have been in that game. Whatever. The day that happened and you walked off, hugged your mama, and y'all rolled off because you knew the road to riches is in front of you and it's time to go get paid, Washington Commander. I don't know if somebody didn't have a conversation enough, if they had it at all, about what's going to happen with my number. And I know life's coming at you fast, and I saw you out on the circuit, and I saw you get drafted, and I got to see you at your first game. I got to meet his mom, all that stuff. Love, LA, West Sea, Philia, Nia. But I don't think, it certainly doesn't sound like y'all put pen to paper or mouth to ear, and said, this is what we're doing with this number. So what happens is you have a expectation, but maybe it's subconscious, maybe it's unconscious. It's certainly not conscious stated, but you're going to hold it when all of a sudden you see them move different than you told them to move. Because one, you didn't restrict them. That happens to a lot of people. It happens to me. I don't even have examples really where it's like, oh, I didn't even think about that. You know what I mean? You just be like, that's why contracts be so long. Because over the years, people are just like, just put it in there. It don't matter, dog. I don't know. Just cover all bases. You're like, dog, that ain't going to happen in perpetuity. You're like, yeah, you never know. I wish my contract was signed and the prenup. Let me. Come on, Wiley, don't joke it out. Reason I ain't get a prenup, I'm like, man, I know too many people got a prenup, and they be in court fighting for their prenup. I'm like, man, that thing didn't work. Oh, dog, I got to spend more money to get the prenup, and then I got to go do the divorce. Boy, MJ, boy, wait till MJ turns 21 or he tried to show me, Daddy, I want you to meet someone. I was like, what's her name? Stacy. I was like, hi, Stacy, nice meeting you. You ain't getting married to my son, just letting you know. If you don't believe me, Google me. It ain't happening. He be like, we be at the wedding. He still's like, Daddy, please don't make a scene. I was like, I don't make a scene. They be like, everybody post wedding. Like, I have a Diet Dr. Pepper shook up ready. No, sir. I don't give a damn. Daddy, she's a billionaire heiress. I was like, good for her family. We're gonna date there. I don't need no money. You don't need no money. I don't care who she is. That makes me feel. I was like, you better feel on your own. Let me stop. All right. So the point is, they ain't had that convo. They ain't had no prenup, no post-nup. Jayden just went away. Thought that they were gonna take care of the house. They said we are, but we're gonna move around some of this furniture. We're gonna move around some of this. Hey, go in the dresser, go in the closet, get that number 5 out. Come on. That's what I think happened. He slipped up and didn't even think about this. They didn't even slip up. They like, who said we're gonna retire your number? And to be real, this is the most brutal part of this. This is the brutal, but this is how I live. This is how I think. If you retire Joe Burrow's number and now you're gonna retire Jayden Daniels' number, those ain't the same. I understand the Hall of Fame. There's Hall of Fame levels. It's the same thing. Like, who's the worst player in the Hall of Fame? Matter of fact, ChatGPT too nice. It won't even tell you that. But the worst player in the Hall of Fame ain't the same as Tom Brady or whatever the hell you're going to say. Barry Sanders, Deion Sanders, LT. It is. Whew, good topic right there. That's a good topic right there. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let's go to hear something real. I feel like I'm in the spirit of being real. I see a super chat. Thank you, Adrian Robles. What you talking about? She lied on you. She should get nothing. 100. Yeah, my wife lied on me. It's okay. I mean, how do I say this? The way she has not shown evidence of anything she said yet. And I don't think she will because she can't. It's like, my confidence comes from the fact that you're going to try and tell the world I did something I ain't do. That's why my mugshot, I had a little smile and smirk like, this is bullshit. I ain't eating that jail too. That was so funny. Them cats was like, hey, big dog, can I have your sauce? I was like, yeah, you can have my sauce. You can have my whole tray. I ain't even drink water in that sucker. No, sir, not me. It stay pure. I want to hear Flau'jae. Yeah, y'all need to see Shamika Michelle. Go to Shamika Michelle's and look at her videos. She breaks it down. She knows what she's talking about. Dead on. She could go even further too. She is. Next week, she's going to do the divorce allegations versus the arrest affidavit. Oh, the arrest police report. When you hear this and you hear this, and they're both talking about the same thing but differently, how you gonna have one event but 2 different accounts? Wait till y'all see that. Y'all go, man, I ain't tripping. And I also didn't know that many people were hating on me online. Because I don't turn online and care about hate. I don't feel it. I just read it. I'm like, oh. When I go hiking, I went hiking yesterday. You know how many people were stopping me and talking to me? And I'm like, nobody care about this. Nobody in my world, nobody in my face cares. Some people know, and then some people who don't know find out. I can see it in the corner. They be like, oh. Then you were like, oh. But no one treats you bad. I told y'all that a long time ago when you get booed when you're a player. People hate you as a player. What player do they hate right now? Who do they hate? Give me some names of players you hate. Oh, like Draymond. Like, I've seen Draymond out. People be, I don't like Draymond. I can't stand Draymond. Soon they see Draymond, like, oh, hi, Draymond. Oh, these are dudes. Hey, Draymond. I've seen it. LeBron, whoever you want to say, ain't nobody hating you in real life. Ain't nobody got the balls to do that. For what? You know what they do in real life when they don't like you? Apathy. They just walk away. They just stare at you for like this. They go like this. Okay, he don't rock with me. And plus, I'm not walking around here saying, does he rock with me? Does he not? So it's been love, man. It's been love. I got to get to Flau'jae, though. Nightcap, Flau'jae. I got to get this one off. This is a good topic. Flau'jae. Yo, let me read this super chat. ChatGPT said worse than Hall is Broadway Joe. Broadway Joe, I can see that. I can see that. Broadway Joe was his stats. I think he threw more interceptions than touchdowns, right? Yuck. Brother Jay says, yuck. Who does that? Man, I want to know where I'm ranked. Look it up and see where I'm ranked, like all-time players. I think I'm like 2,000 or something, I heard. I don't know. That's pretty good. It's been billions and billions of people, and a lot of y'all try to play football. And I'm like number 2,000. Not bad. All right, we got another super chat. Jayden believes NIL means number, image, and likeness. His name ain't bigger than Joe's. Yeah, I just think if you're going to put him in there, that's kind of tough to be like, y'all the same. Y'all the same. Y'all not the same, dog. But you ain't supposed to be the same. The Hall of Fame ain't the same. So I get where you're coming from. That's a good conversation. That's one of those, I'm not going to be in the barbershop long because both of y'all are right. Don't keep me here all night acting like y'all both ain't got something to say.
She beat an NBA player because I think it was Josh Hart, and she said she could beat. Do you believe that a WNBA player could beat an NBA player?
Bro, I was just talking about this. I just don't. It's not physically possible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could barely grab rim you over the backboard. Like, I'm not about to play you. Like, but like, no, an NBA player, like, no.
What about if we took? Let's just say we took.
Okay, let me answer this too because she said it and broke it down. We had that conversation on air one time with Lisa Leslie, a long time ago, Max and I. Same response. She was like, what? What are you talking about? Like, hell no. Her husband is big, Mike. And she was like, I struggle with Mike probably. Like, it's a combo. Let's hear it.
Top 5 WNBA player. So we took Stewie, we took Asia, we took Fee, Nafisha Collier. Who else you want to put in? You want to throw a Nescu in there? You want to throw Jonquel Jones? I mean, you want to put Caitlin Clark? Whoever.
Who you going?
And I'm going to take, let's just say for the sake of argument, I take the 12th guy. Not obviously KD, LeBron, Luka, that ain't happening. Right. But I'm saying we're going to take the 12th, 13th, or 14th guy. He don't get in but like 2 minutes left in the game when they up by 25 or they down by 25. Could they beat one of them?
It just depends on the metrics, bro. Honestly, it depends.
No, we got to play. It ain't no handicap. It's straight up basketball.
Them guys can dunk. Them guys are all Americans. You know how hard it is to get in the NBA? Like,
I do understand.
Literally, I got a new appreciation for summer league. I'm like, all these guys are playing for like 1 or 2 spots.
Correct.
And these guys booming. They 7-footers, bro. I can't get in that argument because I know I can't. I'll tell you that. Like, you 6'8" in a point guard. What am I about to do? I'm 5'10", almost 5'11".
Right. But if you could, let me ask you a question. You say you like.
She a real one. Hey, first of all, salute to her for just being who she is. Like, it ain't that serious. I still have full confidence in my abilities. And the people I get to play against, my peer group, all these ladies, I got buckets. But you trying to now make me do something else. It's almost like we forget how nature works. Like, you know, like whales and sharks, and it's different fish out there. You know, stay by the shore. You got a great chance of not having to deal with them, right? And then you got to deal with the seaweed and the little what are those little sand crabs and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, stay where you swim where you're supposed to swim. You going out there, you know what's out there. It's hell to pay.
Like to play when you were growing up, you played against the guys.
Yeah.
Would you like to train with NBA players?
Oh yes. Oh my gosh. I met Kyrie Irving yesterday, and bro, it was so cool. I ain't gonna lie, Vegas been lit. But he was like, you know, I really respect.
He respects your game. That's what he said. I know he did. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's about as good as it gets when you get to train with him. But other than that, don't do that. Do not do that. If you don't play against these dudes are silly. The sorriest dude in the NBA is insane. And I'll go on record, the sorriest dude in the NBA is the best player in the WNBA. Was it Asia Wilson? Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. And she will be a hell of a contest. And I know y'all like, no way. Asia Wilson could beat one dude in the NBA. No, she could not. That's only 450 in the world. Stop playing with me. Speaking of that, Mike hit me back with the ChatGPT said that I am 1,000 through 1,500 all time. I feel like Flau'jae. Like, that's good enough for me. That's all I got. If they had a couple more Hall of Fames, so if they had Hall of Fame, like they do, then they had hella Hall of Fame and hopeful Hall of Fame. Like, I can make the hopeful Hall of Fame. That's like, because they got like almost 400 in there now. Ooh, if they had 2 more, I'm locked. What? Crazy. All right, let's get it in, man. That's crazy. I knew I was up there. I knew I was like, I'm not a fringe Hall of Famer. Like, I'm not number 400 and 500. I'm not that. But I knew, like, if you keep looking and drive a little more and then charge a Tesla and then get back in your car and go, keep going, that's where I'm at. Right there, that dude balling. All right, let's get Westbrook his love, man. Come on. Let's get Brody his love. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to Russell Westbrook. Love to you guys for rocking with your boy. Stomp, Mike, Geechee Dan, Adrian Robles, Trap Music in the building. This is like a cup of coffee to y'all, ain't it? Like, man, it's cool. We can wake up, Wiley be talking that dumb shit. Like, hey, he crazy, y'all. He funny. He cool. He all right. He's funny. He cool. He's smart. He be dropping gems. It's all right. I be seeing y'all comments. I be cracking up. All right, let's first give him his flowers. His name is Russell Westbrook. And our kids go to school together, so that has brought us closer together. I like him. He's a good dude. Let's go.
Russell Westbrook, 18 years in the NBA, 9 times All-NBA, led the NBA in scoring multiple times, in assists multiple times, most triple-doubles ever in league history. And Russell Westbrook, he was the classic all gas, no brakes. He feels a little bit to me like the action star in Hollywood. You're not getting a lot of nuance and subtlety. Nobody thinks Vin Diesel and The Rock or Jeremy Irons or Russell Crowe or John Malkovich or Christian Bale. We know what they are. Highly productive, give you everything they got. Again, not a lot of subtlety, not a lot of nuance. But Westbrook is not only an action star, he wanted to do his own stunts. He never cheated the fans. He never cheated himself. In an era of load management, 7 times, 80-plus games.
Damn.
Nobody played harder. Nobody cared more. Legendary practice and game intensity. Westbrook could drive me nuts. 1 gear, head down, 100 miles an hour. But later in his career, I went and looked it up this morning. Later in his...
Hey, well, first of all, his athleticism is next level. It's unreal. Like, when you see him, you can see it. But y'all see the game, and y'all like, man, dude is going hard. Like, he is an athlete. I didn't see that at UCLA in the beginning, too. I know we've heard that before. It's like, what happened? But, boy, did he lock in, and you can see it. In his eyes, you can just see the intensity, kind of like how Ray Lewis is. Like, you just speak to Ray Lewis. You walking down the street, you see Ray Lewis. Hey, Ray Lewis. Hey, man, you better be ready. You never know, 4th and goal. Like, you're like, what? Ray Lewis stay on that planet where it's all intensity. The name of the sun, the light, everything is intense. That's where Russell Westbrook from, too.
Career. He had a soundbite. He was coming off the bench for the Nuggets. And I said, I love this Westbrook. He is unbelievable energy. To the very end, nobody played harder. He would drive teammates and coaches crazy. Michael Jordan always loved him because they had the same kind of raw intensity. But he had this bite after a game, and I really, really appreciated his self-awareness.
My ability to be able to be a force of nature on the floor is what I pride myself on. So whatever that looks like, it may be a turnover, it may be a missed shot, but it may be a steal, maybe a dunk, maybe a missed 3, maybe a made 3. It's going to be all of that. It's going to be everything.
Absolutely. But again, effort, desire, passion, work ethic, unbelievable. First ballot Hall of Fame guy. Again, ask him to hit an open 18-footer in a big playoff spot. He'd drive me nuts. And again, people like this, head down, 100 miles an hour, not a lot of nuance. But just in terms of desire and intensity, I mean, there's just very few players in league history that, I mean, he'd even get after fans. That dude cared.
Yes.
And when he retired, he released like a 3.5-minute video, no words. He didn't need any. His game and his desire and intensity always spoke for himself. Way to go, Russ. First ballot, absolute Hall of Famer.
Absolutely. Give that man his flowers. Love to Russell Westbrook for that. Amazing career. We all know that. Westbrook was the dude. So let's give him some more, like a little bit more flavor. And then we're going to get into auntie behavior with these kids. What's wrong with our boys out there right now? Something going wrong. I know what it is. It's auntie behavior. But we're going to get into it. 520, which I don't play enough for them because I really like their show. But here they are right now. So shut it, Wiley.
Let's load up the stats, man. One of the best PGs of all time, especially when it comes to these statistics, bro.
Cannot take away his numbers, boy.
Cannot. Come on, man. First in points, first in rebounds, first in triple doubles, fourth in assists, man.
Bro.
MVP. I know he didn't get the ring, but hey.
What are we talking about?
I'm just saying, y'all backpedal every time.
Number one in everything, bro.
You're
Top
too
five.
aggressive with it.
Top 5.
He didn't win.
So?
All right, keep it. I just want you to keep that same energy.
You taking him over Jason Kidd?
Because I'm agreeing with this, actually.
Russ over Jason Kidd?
Yeah, he got better numbers. They both. Yeah, he got better
I
numbers.
like Jason Kidd. He's full of shit.
I got Russ over J Kidd. I got Russ, bro.
Russ over everybody. I just want to hear you say.
Y'all got Russ over John Stockton?
I want to hear you say that.
I ain't say over everybody.
Yes.
For sure. I got Russ over John Stockton. 100%.
We got Russ over Chris Paul?
Yes.
I had Russ over Chris Paul.
Yes.
Wow.
Keep going, DJ. What you want to do?
Nah, I mean, at
only
that point,
person I really don't got Russ over is the only 3 is probably Steph, Magic, and Isaiah Thomas.
I was hot of that.
That's it, bro.
Open
And then
conversations.
Group.
Him and Dame
4?
right there.
You got Russ over Steve Nash?
Yes.
Even with 2 MVPs?
Off the backboard.
Okay.
Best?
Being him over Oscar Robertson?
Oh, easily.
Yes.
Respect.
Windmill on him.
For sure. And his family.
Damn. The whole family. Why we still here,
That's a
man?
good list, though.
But the Russ Love, one of my favorite interviews of all time, man. Play it.
Uh-oh. I'm scared to watch this. Stick around. Let's watch this. Y'all, I see y'all in the comments. Y'all stupid.
Oh, shit.
Did you guys lose this game or did the Jazz win this one?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
To say that to the NBA media, especially that time period, was super fire. That and the Pat Bev trick, y'all, is some of my favorite Russell Westbrook commentary of all time, man. Shout out to Brody, man. Job well
What did he
done.
say about Pat?
Pat Bev trick, y'all, man.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Pat Bev trick, y'all.
Talk about defense. Yeah.
It was deep in the rap for sure.
Oh, man. Love, love, love. All right, so let me just go right here real fast because they did it, part of it. I want to do the rest. Where's Russell Westbrook rank? I just like doing sometimes just objective rankings. Like, give it to me real. Give it to me raw. Wait, give it to me red and give it to me raw. I heard. It burns. You get the straight hairs upon. All right, here we go. This is Russell Westbrook by the numbers. Ranked all-time NBA. I ain't go by guards. I said all-time NBA. First in triple doubles. First amongst point guards in rebounds. First among point guards in points. 5th in assists ever. 14th in points ever. Steals, 14th. Field goal, who cares? Free throw, who cares? Okay. And second in turnovers ever. All right, that's up there. You think? Okay, so now, more triple doubles than anybody. That includes Magic and Oscar Robertson. More points than Hakeem Olajuwon, DeRozan, who has a ton. Still Steph Curry, but Steph Curry's still playing. Dominique, Oscar Robertson. Assists, he got Nash beat. If you got Nash beating assists, yeah. Okay, you got Magic. Different era, but don't start with me. Steals, more than AI. Kobe. Damn. Rebounds, more than Magic, 6'8". Gary Payton. Let's get down to something else. What else is gangster? That's good enough. All right, let's get out of here. That's a career, man. Respect to that man. All right, let's get into these aunties, and then we get out of here, get y'all out of here on time. These aunties out here tripping. So everybody knows, and one of the saddest things that's happening to us in this country, in this world, is the dissolving of the nuclear family, as I am currently contributing to that, as I am no longer going to be with my itty bitties on the full time. And trust me, the disappointment of going to jail falsely, false arrests, is getting trumped by the disappointment of no nuclear family. And it's not a political stance for me. I just know the benefits of it. I grew up in a household where my parents were together, and largely for me. Like, I knew the love was gone. After the love was gone, I knew they had, no, it really is after the like is gone, because they still loved each other, even when they broke up. But I knew that they didn't like each other anymore. You could just, like is like all the little things you're doing. Love is like, yeah, I got you. You know what I mean? You ain't doing nothing, but I got you. You know what I mean? They stayed for me, right? And it was not perfect, but I had nothing to compare it to, and it was better than everybody else's situation I knew, especially those who were being raised by their aunties, their big mamas, their cousins. I had a great family life. And now to not be able to do that, and I got to do it again, the same model I did with my daughter, my oldest, Maraka, that sucks. That was my goal, my game plan. That's what I was executing. And to a fault, I ran the play too long. I knew it. Like, I should have been said, all right, get up out of here, man. But I was like, no, I'm going to do this one this time. This video hits home. Because look at these dudes. So one of the things I've noticed, walking around, I noticed dudes are more feminine than ever. I don't take that to sexuality, though. I'm not like most people take, oh, if you're acting feminine, that means you're a G. Or you may like dudes. I don't care about that. What I do know is, man, I'm looking at your face, your mannerisms, your hair selection, you're doing all the things when I grew up, women did. You're doing those things, and look, I've done some of those things. I got a nose piercing. There it is. I had 3 and 2 in each ear. So that's 5, 6. That little Louis Vuitton, Gucci, whatever the hell, I wore that thing before. I think it's absurd now, but I don't clown nobody because I did it. What else I see is feminine? The nails. I get my nails done, but I get them buffed or polished. I never got a color, but maybe I did at home growing up. It feels like my sisters getting their nails done one time. I might have hit it, but I ain't never wore nail color. But what? So I haven't done that. Doesn't mean I'm better than you or worse than you. It just means I ain't do it. I want to have a real conversation about this because I'm watching dudes now because there's so many women raising boys. And these boys are just getting softer and softer because estrogen is softer than testosterone. Don't get too deep with this, guys. Okay? And I'm looking at these boys making boy-girl decisions. How do I know this? Because I am raising a boy. And I also have 3 other girls. And I was raised by my mama, but I also have my father. So I know the distinctions between response from a woman and a man. And they're not as general as emotional and logic, but for us to have a conversation and to get through it in any amount of good time, we're going to say that. But I do know there's different levels of accountability with girls naturally than boys. There's different response systems at play. And I'm watching these boys act like girls. Right? I'm coaching it out of my son, but everybody needs it coached out of them. My daughters, I'm coaching it out of them too. It's a default. But you got to understand this world keeps spinning. Nobody want to hear your excuses, your reasons, your problems. You share it with the people that can change it, but you sharing it with people who you want them to feel something for you. No. We don't play small. And I see a lot of boys doing that. So that's the sociologist in me walking around all the time. When I say hi to people, I'm always examining, like, what's going on? What's the pattern? What I see? I see a lot of dudes looking like a lot of girls that grew up with me. And that's because those girls are actually raising these boys. And they're raising them to be their homies, their best friends. They're raising sons too. I'm not doing that. But they raising a son. Remember, they ain't got a man, or the man that they were with ain't there. So either there could be some negative energy towards a man. 2, you're in a household where the woman runs everything. And that's not a way it's designed. That's not by design. Right? That's by circumstance. That's by consequence. That's not by design. So now you ain't got somebody in there saying, hey, sit down. And when you're ready to do it, you do it. I had this issue all the time in my relationships, especially the two that I have kids with. They don't listen to me like they listen to you. I said, well, one is consistency. Two is tonality. And you think getting louder is the answer. No, it's not. It's making your voice heard. And they come with consequences. And the consistency of consequence is where I see a lot of this going. Because if you're a woman, you're fatigued, you're tired, you got your hormones, you had to work. Last thing you want to do is go back and forth with a kid. I know it. I've seen it. Do not try and lie to me. Dudes will do it. Dudes will do it. Because a dude be on his deathbed trying to put on his work hat to go to, I got to clock in my last day. Dog, you about to die today. Hey, I ain't dead yet, boy. Women, it's over? Okay. How do I look? What are we doing? Where are we going to be? And it's okay. We need each other. So let's look at this video and let's get out of here. Because I'm like, all these aunties, the consequences of aunties. It's crazy. It's a good video, though. It's a real good video. Check this out. What's going on in our world?
Did men participate in this gay pageantry right here? This shit would have got your ass kicked in the 80s or 90s. Notice you never see a dad filming these prom videos, just a single mom talking about, look at my baby Jaquarius in his bedazzled suit, girly braided hair, and state-of-the-art ankle monitor. Notice they never have these huge celebrations for graduations or job promotions. Prom used to celebrate girls in their dresses, while boys took a back seat to the pageantry. Now prom makes a spectacle of these fatherless bitches wearing their mom's pantsuits and prancing around like twinks at an orgy in Albuquerque. This is the product of fatherlessness. These kids are a direct representation of the single mothers that raised them. I've seen more masculinity at a bachelorette parties and sororities. Stop being a bitch all your life. Take a day off, Jamal.
Organic! Organic! Organic bitch! Organic bitch!
Gay! No, we don't care about that part. Okay, I think there's more to it, but oh my God, hilarious. Don't lose the plot. The plot is this. Now, I feel a certain way when I watch that video because part of me, the first step is like, let them floss. They just floss and they floss different now, which means basically they show off different. Right? It's prom. Now, here's the thing though, juxtapose that with prom used to be about the woman and the girls and them doing all that extra stuff. And it's like, yo, you're just hoping that tonight's the night, right? Yes. And it's flipped. And why did it flip? Like, why all of a sudden the dudes get the spotlight on the prom night? That wasn't it. You get in the back of the boomerang limo and just go ahead. Go pick her up. Hurry up, boy. Don't be late. You know what I mean? Take the pictures like this. Taking it to 110, or you got the Polaroid. It's good. Y'all look fresh. It's changed. So part of me is like, oh, that's cool, man. They just having fun. A little sassy, a little zesty, zestfully clean. Nobody fully clean unless you're zestfully clean at that house, those homes. But then it was a part of me like, but there's a reason of a shift, right? Because culturally, things are usually stagnant. Think about culture. It doesn't move fast. It's not a jet ski. It is a cruise liner. Whoa. That's why you get zapped when you go against the culture. And my ass, you want to see my back? You want to see my zaps? Because I've been getting zapped since I was born. I ain't doing nothing I don't want to do, and I ain't doing nothing you tell me to do unless it makes some sense. And some things just don't. So I know peer pressure kicks in. One guy does it, then the other guy's like, I'm gonna up you, and us. Next thing you know, you gonna win way away from shore, and you don't even know why, and you don't even care. We're seeing this with those videos, those zestfully football videos. There was never a time where I would walk in the locker room. Actually, let me not lie to you. We were always grab assers. And I mean, that's what they call it, but we ain't got to grab ass to throw it. We were always like playing games. Locker room's weird like that. Like you play a lot of weird games. Like, oh, what you doing? Ah, you stupid. Everybody knows that who's been in there. We ain't have cameras. But now it's staged because it's like, I guess the response is greater. You got the tools, they're greater. So now you just going, guys going like this. Like that. And I'm torn because one, they wouldn't do that before, but they doing it now, but we also didn't have what they have now. So I can't go back and say what we would have or not done. But what we had, we did something too close. Now, remember, you talking to a guy for Halloween. I was a black Barbie one time. Ugly as hell. It ain't a girl looking like that. It is not a woman that ever looked that ugly in this world, ever, in human history. I was the ugliest thing ever. And I did it on purpose. I was like, man, I'm black Barbie. I just put on the wig. That's it. Wore pink or something. I don't get caught up in, I'm doing this. This means I am that. Because if that's the case, I'm a gangster, and I know I ain't a gangster. But boy, it's been some times I done bailed on somebody. It's been times I done dressed the part. It have been times where I act the part. Shut up, fool. Funk wrong with you. You know what I mean? Just joking with your boy, just clowning, just putting on that Master P, putting on that Easy, putting on that Cube. Here's a little something. Boy, I know I had a 6-tray Chevrolet, ragtop Impala, top dollar. Had my cousin laid back. He was riding shotgun. Plus, I had them front and backs. I had hydraulics, the hot ones. I'm like this. I'm on Crenshaw. Yeah. I'm looking like this. I'm on Crenshaw like this. Yeah. What up, boy? Well, baby. Boy, you was out there eating last week. Yeah. We got him. So if you drive by, you don't know. You thinking I am, and I ain't. I'm just doing that. Are we missing these kids? Are we missing these boys doing that? I don't know. I don't have an answer to it, and I'm glad, because that means it's perplexing. That means it's something that we all are part of and also disconnected from, because you ain't got the answer. Nobody does. I don't think them boys is sus. I think those boys are being raised by their mama, and there's a different propensity to do feminine things than it was before. There's a different acceptance. There's a different, guess who's going to the nail salon with me now? My baby, my boy. Why? 1, daddy ain't here, so he can't stay home. 2, I ain't getting no sitter just for that. 3, this is my little homie. Just something to take notice of. We're going to go deeper into that. We're going to watch those boys in the locker room, those videos too. Make sure I make a note of that. Interesting stuff. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it, so I'm like, all right, boys in the locker room. Zestfully. Boy, zest in the locker room. All right, y'all. So now it's time for me to say goodbye to all my little friends, my big dogs. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all, top fans in the building. Stomp, Mike, Geechee Dan, Adrian Robles, Master Proplex. I see all you guys tomorrow. About to go get it in right now. You know what it is. It's time to go get my daily hike in. Say hello to the world as the world speaks back. Love for you guys, man. Have an amazing day. I know I am. I am. Boy, I was on that thing like, I sold it to the homies. Shout out to S-Mac. Love y'all.